Fourth joke. How do Olive Garden executives conduct their Zoom meetings?
I don't know. How do they conduct their Zoom meetings?
Bottomless.
Oh,
Okay. That's topical, right?
Smart comedy.
You're playing to your crowd. The bird loves Bottomless and Olive Garden.
I do love Olive Garden.
Yeah.
And final joke for you. What did Jack Nicholson say to Tom Cruise, who didn't want to sit at the bar?
I don't know. What did he say to him?
You can't handle the booth.
All right. Okay. All right. I bought back into it.
That's good.
Okay.
Broadcasting from the offleaseonly.com studios. Offleaseonly.com. Open daily 10 to 8. Now offering free local delivery and no payments for 90 days. Save thousands. Offleaseonly.com. This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host. And his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast. No, don't get her pissed. It's Jason. Talks like a spaz. And they love to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
It is Friday. Look at that. Here we go. Welcome to the KVJ Show. How is everybody feeling today?
Well, today's a big day.
Yes, it is.
We feeling good because it's Jbird's birthday show.
Yeah, it is. Look at that over there.
I mean, snacks galore.
Yeah, this is everything you want, huh?
My heart is full of love and a lot of cholesterol, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Your
that's
arteries will be clogged.
That's coming. Boy, I see bottle tops of booze and squirt and sauce.
Oh, Mama got me the
Mexican squirt. That's the real sugar, no fructose.
They don't
boy
play, huh?
is squirt rich up in here.
Wow.
Fancy squirt.
I mean, we've got packs on stacks of Hawaiian punch.
Gosh, that's great. Yeah.
Honey mustard by the vat.
Yeah.
I mean,
just how you want it, right?
I could do the sexiest video. Porn all over me.
Yeah. How long does that stay good for?
That's the problem.
No, look in the jar. I bought one that stays good for a while.
But you do have to, it's almost like a plant. You have to nurture her. You have to wash her. You have to make sure she's good.
Wash her.
You just got to make sure, because it's such a big amount of sauce. It can get crusty. You got to treat her really good.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, it's great. I'm so happy.
There's a homemade bread pudding in there and homemade chocolate chip cookies like you wanted.
Wow.
She made me bread pudding, cookies, pierogies.
Wow. Is that a vat of hummus too?
It is.
Jeez. Okay. Some good stuff here.
It's big time.
Yeah. Kind of fun when you step into a Friday and you got a little birthday like that.
Yeah.
That whiskey's from Jerry Soma. He wants you to try it.
Jerry.
It says bourbon on it.
Yeah, bourbon whiskey, it says, on to Kentucky.
Is bourbon and whiskey the same thing? Or are they different things? Is it a mixture? I don't know much about her booze.
That's a great question. I don't know. I asked before, and I kind of got a long-winded answer from the guy running the liquor store, and I still didn't get...
Really?
I know. I think the Jack Daniels says Tennessee bourbon whiskey. That says Kentucky bourbon whiskey. I don't know the difference.
It's a whiskey because it says whiskey on it. It just, there's what I've
Bourbon
learned.
is just a variation of, it's a type of whiskey?
Yeah, because when I went to the liquor store, the actual liquor store where they have, tons of liquor, not like an offshoot one. They had so many different whiskey sections. They had French whiskey, Canadian whiskey, Irish whiskey.
Huh.
Okay. They all just do it differently.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I have a feeling you'll probably still get drunk on it.
I have a feeling.
Yeah.
That's what I'm drinking our
Put
cocktail.
that with a little squirt.
Oh, my gosh. I'm so classy.
Yeah. That's all right, man. You do you. We're going to have a cocktail hour, 5 o'clock on Facebook today. So if you got bourbon, whiskey, vodka, beer, whatever you got, wine, bring it all. You can just dial in and see exactly what happens. We're going to be celebrating a birthday and another weekend here. That happens a little bit later on today with the cocktail hour on Facebook.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away. Because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
Well, coming up in a second, a new wrinkle for A-Rod and J-Lo as they look to buy the New York Mets. What's going on with that whole power couple investment team. Before we get into that, Saturday Night Live is going to be airing another at-home episode on Saturday, and this will be the last episode of the season, they say. It'll be the third one where cast members film all their sketches at their homes.
Have you guys been watching anything that normally has an audience, and then you're watching it now with no audience, and it seems really weird? It seems like their jokes are falling flat, but there's no one there to laugh.
It's weird. I got a little bit of the talk yesterday, and I was like, oh, this is so awkward.
The talk and the view is really awkward.
Sharon Osbourne, who normally has a lot to say, was just kind of sitting there quiet because you could tell nobody wants to talk over each other, but they don't know you can't time it right with Zoom. You just can't.
Yeah.
You're always going to step on somebody.
I'm not surprised that we've always commented. I couldn't believe how much for a professional broadcast show they talk all over each other, and we kind of do that too. I just couldn't believe that they wouldn't put them all aside and be like, hey, you guys got to learn. They just are so worried about getting their point across. They don't care about anybody else's.
I mean, when you have a group of people, you're going to talk over them. That's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
We do not do it like The View.
No,
we don't.
Well, that's
I
why
don't think we.
I got you.
Oh, you fell into his trap.
I did. I should have seen it coming. He got me. It's his birthday show.
It is.
You can tell.
He's on his toes.
It's Friday night. He's
spry.
He's going to be tough to keep up with this cat today.
He's got a squirt in his veins.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, I better get ready here. Better bring my big boy pants.
Well, a $10 million donation to the coronavirus relief efforts is part of that plan for the Champions for Charity, The Match. Now, we hinted at it the other day and told you a little bit about how it was going to be played at the Medalist Golf Club.
Yeah.
They now are saying, it'll be Tiger Woods and Phil Mickelson matching up against Peyton Manning and Tom Brady.
Wait, is that with a match?
Woods will team with Manning and Mickelson.
Yeah, no, I don't think they're going to have the two golfers against the two NFL guys. It's going to be Tom Brady and Phil Mickelson against Peyton. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
you can totally
and Tiger.
You can tell Virginia's never been to a golf scramble.
I don't know. Yeah, I got to figure out who's the football and who's the golf.
Yeah, it wouldn't be much of a match.
No. Then they're going to play football against each other.
Yeah. Just to even it out. Yeah, it's going to be really cool. Yeah, the fact that it's happening here, it's going to be airing on pretty much all the TNT networks, TBS, True TV, HLN, May 24th at 3 p.m. I would love to be able to sneak on that course. So if you guys hear about me getting arrested on May 25th, you'll know why. Because, it's going to be going down, and they'll be playing right there in Hope Sound to have those four big names.
I think it'd be great for your career. I think it'd be great for our career if you got arrested.
Yeah.
For that.
Yeah, no, I think you're right.
Storm the beaches, bruh. I can get you there from the water.
Can you really?
Well, does the golf course go up to the ocean?
I've never been on the Medalist. That's a little rich for my blood. I don't get to play in those kind of courses.
I have no idea even
it.
where it is.
Can we outsource the person driving the boat?
No.
Oh, then, well,
Captain Stormy got you.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to make it.
I'll get to the wrong course, and then I'll just get arrested for a measly trespassing, and it's not going to be nearly as exciting.
It doesn't really get any kind of publicity.
It gets no publicity yet. It's a double the fine. That's how it's
gets you just in trouble at work.
You'll be fine. Don't worry.
Yeah. What I thought was really good, though, is they had a little bit of trolling going on. Peyton Manning's pretty clever. He's the former quarterback for the Colts. We saw him here playing in Miami in the Super Bowl, also with the Denver Broncos. And so you had kind of a Zoom conference call where you had Peyton Manning on there. You had Tom Brady on one screen, Tiger Woods at his palatial estate, in Jupiter Island, and then Phil Mickelson was in the other one. And here's Peyton Manning kind of making fun a little bit of Tom Brady and trolling him a bit.
The course, the tournament had to be in Florida. After Tom's B&E arrest, with the ankle monitor, he couldn't leave the state, so it had to be in Florida. Tiger and I talked to the sheriff in Tampa. He's going to be allowed to go to Palm Beach to play. I'll be honest, I've never played Tom very well on his home turf, and so maybe this is considered a neutral site, and I would have loved to have had this tournament in a place where they don't like Tom very much. Indianapolis, Denver, Boston, after he just betrayed them and broke their hearts. So Palm Beach is the best we can probably do. Look, I think the teams are fair. I think Phil chose the right partner in Tom. Together, they have 11 championships. Tiger and I have 17, the way I count it, right, Tiger?
There you go. So, Peyton Manning doing a little troll job there. It should be fun.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. And then finally here, what's going on with A-Rod and J-Lo? We had told you they wanted to buy the New York Mets, and they were hustling, trying to get investors together to buy the team. They wanted to pay about $1.5 billion with a B. But I guess the Wilpons, the family who currently owns the team, they were looking for $2.5 billion. Just $1 billion shy of what they wanted to get for it. So it looks like the deal has fallen apart.
Unless they want to bring someone else in. But something tells me they don't want anybody else in. They want to run it themselves.
Yeah, I don't know. And that's what's going on in your Dirt of the Day.
This is the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What you think about here today, birthday boy?
Well, I know it's a day of celebration or a weekend of celebration because my birthday's actually not till Sunday.
Sunday, yeah, but we like to throw a party on a Friday.
I was just talking to the boys in the back, Suits and Dennys. Suits just dropped some devastating news to me.
He did.
He just told me Sweet Tomatoes, my favorite buffet place, is going under. It's done. They're not opening the doors up.
Whoa.
Did you see this story?
No, I haven't seen about Sweet Tomatoes.
They got some of the best soups in the game, y'all.
Dang.
Yeah.
The last time I went was with your husband, and he loved it. He loved slumming it down with me. He loved it.
Wow.
Yeah, we don't normally go to buffets.
She never takes me to buffets, and we're on like our third place. Like, Bird, I got to tell you, man, I love this. Virginia never lets me go to these things.
The last buffet Panda was allowed to have was at the Breakers.
Yeah.
That's my kind of buffet.
Yeah, he was slumming it with me. I'm very upset about that.
Aw.
That's another one. Another one gone.
Another one bites the dust.
Another one bites the dust.
That should be a song.
That's the tough thing about all this is you're going to see some of your places that you love. We talked about 2J's filing for Chapter 11. Hopefully they make it out of that okay.
It does shine a glaring problem, though, especially here in South Florida. We don't have many soup places. Now, I know other places sell a soup here. They'll sell a couple bisques there. I want variety of soup, and we just don't have that here in South Florida.
You don't just want the soup of the day. You want a plethora.
Thank you. Yes, and I now that they're gone, I can maybe make this critique. They could have added 4 more soups at Sweet Tomatoes, and that would have been okay.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
I know. Yeah.
I wonder if you're a restaurant person, if it's tough to put out the big old troughs of soup. Because I wonder, do you reheat them? Do you eat them all?
Soup is actually really easy to, if you have like the formula down. Yeah, because you can reheat it, you can keep it warm, you can serve it for multiple days, and you can put other things in it. Like, for instance, if you're a chicken joint, I know a lot of them that do this. You take the chicken that you didn't sell that day and you use it the next day for your chicken noodle soup.
Yeah, okay.
So it's actually, soup is a pretty easy thing to do.
And I think you position yourself, hey, we're the soup place. One of my dreams has always been open up a soup restaurant. Soup, there it is. I think it would go off. I think people would love it.
Yeah.
Soup, there it is.
I like it. I go.
Hit me.
Soups galore.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not talking 30 soups. We're talking 80 soups.
80 soups.
Yes.
It's your birthday, so yeah, we're just going to agree with everything you say today. Yeah, Jbird, that's a great idea.
Soup, there it is.
It kind of goes with the whole thing, though. There's that one person who critiqued and said he does not think a lot of buffets are going to come out on the other side of this because of germ awareness. And people are going to be slow to go to restaurants anyway, but he just said that really it's a guy who knows germs and where they hide. He said we should not be having people using the same utensils. And I wonder maybe if buffets might change it up where they put somebody behind it and you point and they serve it.
Like Piccadilly. Serve you?
Yeah, that kind of thing might be how they have to change up so you don't have gross people, drooling all over your tongs.
And let's just be straight up. A lot of people at the buffet are gross.
The worst buffet story ever, me and my dad, we just got back from a tennis tournament. We stopped at this Chinese buffet. We were so hungry, and we walked in, and as soon as we walked in, our feet were sticking to the floor.
I'm out.
But we were so hungry.
Yeah.
We're like, all right, let's just we'll try to get through it. We go up to the buffet to get our first plate of rice, and 3 roaches were on the buffet, and they scampered down into the little area. We're like, okay, we're out.
Oh my gosh,
I know,
that
man.
is rough.
If you could see that in the daylight,
That's rough.
that's rough.
And there's buffets.
And there's still buffets. I know.
What you got in your mind today, Virginia?
Well, it's a sad, dark day at my house. Yesterday, Mags informed me the sad news. Her one little girlfriend in the neighborhood that she's been allowed to hang out with because they've been hanging out since the beginning of the quarantine pretty much every single day. That little girl is grounded. And so now Mags has 0 friends.
Grounded
And
for what?
Just schoolwork stuff, I think. Something not terrible.
Not
Just-
going to the bridge?
No. It's school related, I believe.
You believe.
I didn't get a lot of details, but Mags is now a woman alone, and she's not taking it well. I said, Mags, now you just have to go through what everybody else has been going through. Suck it up, Buttercup.
Yeah.
You know, most kids in your position don't have a bunch of neighborhood friends. Like, you're lucky that you had a friend that you were able to still hang out with. There's plenty of kids that were just home with their parents for 8 weeks.
I'm sure she loved hearing all that right when she found out she couldn't hang out with her friend.
That's tough, though, when Slim Pickens gets even more slim.
Yes, and she was taking it real hard last night. So
Yeah.
I'm going to try to find fun stuff for she and I to do together this weekend.
Okay. All right. That's good
Yeah.
stuff.
Mommy-daughter stuff.
What I want to say that is on my mind. Yesterday, it was on my mind as well, but I wanted to wait and see what happened. But I just wanted to say how happy I am today that in Brunswick, Georgia, they have made an arrest of that father and son who shot and killed Ahmaud Arbery. The black man who was just jogging in February tried to say that, we thought that he was robbing places. And it really shines a light on, the civil unrest that we do have in America and some of the issues, that need to be addressed. And the fact that charges have been made, hopefully those charges stick. If you look at the video, it's really hard to come up with another explanation of what exactly was happening. I mean, it looks like all-out murder based on the
heartbreaking.
well, and it just, and I understand, I sympathize with the frustration of it took a video to show to say, hey, look, I mean, these are the kind of things that black people in America have to deal with, especially in certain parts on a day-to-day basis. And until that video surfaced, these 2 guys probably would have just walked scot-free.
Thank God for the video.
Yeah.
Who shot the video?
That's a good question because I haven't really seen that part of it, and I've read almost every story that I've come across on it, and it just says that this cell phone video surfaced. And so I don't really know where that came from, who shot it, but it was somebody that looked like they were in a car driving up behind them from the footage that I've seen. And it's tough because I'm trying to figure out who this is, but the more you watch it, the more disturbing it is and the more upset you become.
I won't watch it. I know it's out there, but
Yeah.
I can't right now. I'm not in a good enough state of mind to handle that.
Well, it just is. And, there is this rift in America that has happened, and there are complaints that happen. And for people who say, hey, look, if you haven't grown up black in America, you may not fully understand what it is like. And you get to see this now, and you get to see this happen. And America, we've blown it a lot. There's a lot of instances where we have not done it right, but you can't go back. You can only go forward. And so this hopefully would be one of those landmark cases where we say, look, this kind of intolerance, this kind of stuff is not going to happen. We shouldn't have a portion of our population afraid to go out because of the color of their skin. That should never affect anything that happens to anybody in this country. So
Guy just out getting his jog on.
Yeah.
I mean, that is just heartbreaking.
yeah, it was, and it's upsetting. And so the fact that the arrests have been made, at least it will go to trial. And now all the evidence can be presented. Hopefully that there is a fair jury and justice prevails in this situation. So that was one thing that I wanted to make sure that we got on the record, that we are paying attention to that story. And I'm very happy with the outcome now. And just hopefully the trial goes the way that it should, because I know in America too, that always hasn't happened. So we'll see what happens here in the near future.
This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
Just want to let everybody know, if you were unaware, that the Blue Angels are going to be doing a flyby today in South Florida, and 97.9 WRMF is going to be presenting the soundtrack. This is going to be really cool. 1 p.m. today, just turn on the radio and then look to the skies as the Blue Angels are going to be taking off from Boca Raton at 1 o'clock, and then they're flying south over Broward County. They're going to be flying towards Fort Lauderdale. Then they head west toward Memorial Hospital and then south over Miami and Homestead before circling back north to come to West Palm at about 1:30.
Question,
Yeah.
do we have Danger Zone on that soundtrack?
I can't imagine having a Blue Angels playlist and not putting that on there.
I mean, that's the big finish.
Yeah, and then you've also got to put on that Van Halen song, Get Higher and Higher.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because they had the Blue Angels in that video for that song.
Oh, Can You Take Me Higher, too? That's a good one.
Or On the Wings of Love. On the Wings of Love? No, Wings playing?
soft.
Too soft.
Too
That's-
soft.
No way.
That's too soft.
On the Wings of
The
Love.
damn Blue Angels. No, we ain't playing that.
That's the warm
Too
up.
soft.
That's warm up, baby.
Lenny Kravitz, Fly Away.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that might be one to do.
Fly Me to the Moon. Frank Sinatra. Am I just blowing this with my song choices?
Kinda.
I'm more of a
But
mellow.
it's your birthday, so we have to be nice to you. That's a good one,
I'm a
Jbird.
mellow pilot.
Yeah, you are.
I'm really kind of curious to see exactly what songs they did choose for this. Now, our voices are going to be on it, so if you tune into the radio, you'll hear us after 1 p.m. today. But yeah, I was not consulted on the songs that they chose.
We should have asked to be a part of that.
We should have.
Because it's not, I mean, they're going to have flying, like, they're going to be flying. It's not going to be like boom, boom, pow, is it?
I don't know. I have
We
no
can't
idea.
say.
I can't tell you. I don't know.
What's worse, On the Wings of Love or Boom Boom Pow?
Boom, boom, pow. At least Wings, it kind of works. Wings, plane, boom, boom, pow. I don't think you could fly with that song playing. Well, it's distracting.
The one thing that you probably want to consider, too, I mean, we're just right now thinking of flying songs like we're doing a tribute to the Blue Angels, but it's actually, a tribute to all the hospital workers in South Florida, and that's what they're doing. So, you might need to think of songs that are a fitting tribute for them. Like Weezer just came out with that song we played today, Hero. Maybe there are songs like that you want to be playing. Because I know some artists have crafted some first responder songs.
I know, but I think that song's too new. All these songs need to be familiar
Really?
and sing along.
The witch is right, unfortunately. I hate agreeing with her.
Okay.
Thank you, birthday boy.
So you think go familiar over things that kind of have a tribute type feel to them.
Even if it hits, it doesn't matter. It has to be familiar.
She's right, because no one wants to hear the new songs.
No.
The new quarantine song.
I mean,
Yeah.
I do want to hear the new Weezer, and I think it sounded great,
Yeah.
but I think we are the rare exception. I don't want it in my tribute.
And then people may not get it.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
What's a song that's got speed in the title? Speed Me. Is there no? Hold on. Let me. Sorry, this is my brain think. I should have kept.
Maybe don't think out loud.
Yeah, I should have thought out loud.
Just a good thought for any time, really. Celebrity birthdays today. Just got one local South Floridian. Enrique Iglesias is 45 years old today.
Happy birthday, gorgeous.
Yeah, and we heard yesterday on the show that he likes to go jet skiing. He's a cool dude, and he moons tourists when he does it.
I am a fan of that.
Yeah.
That's just fun.
Yeah, seems like a fun dude. Also, got to throw a birthday out here. It's going to be coming up on Sunday for the best mom in the world, Robin. Hope you have a wonderful quarantine birthday, Mom.
Aw, happy birthday, Mom.
I love Cassie, Dab, Jessica, and Dolly. And, of course, our very own Jbird is going to be having a birthday on Sunday as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Getting up there.
He also holds the hardware today.
Yeah, he does. No Name Movie Game belt. He snatched that from me on Monday. Just took it away from me.
And this is coming back home with me again.
Okay.
There's rumors that some people that are competing against you will throw it because it's your birthday. How do you feel about that?
I'll take it.
Yeah, fine,
I'll
good.
take a W, baby.
Hey, win's a win. Yeah, our stat guy Josh came up with the stats for this week. 17 weeks down, and a new challenger has joined, he says. Oh, no. Oh, no. Let's not go there, Josh. He said Kevin now is in the race. He got 6 correct answers out of 6 titles shown. First person to have a perfect game all season.
Wow.
Kevin statistically also has a better win record than Dennys. Kevin is 1 for 1 1 win, 1 loss. Dennys is 1-17. Just let me know if you keep Kevin's stats on there or drop them. You can drop them.
Oh, keep them. Keep them on there. It's interesting to see, but he ain't got that belt.
He went back into retirement.
Yeah.
So that sucks for all of us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm like Kiss. Come back in, get back out. This is what we care about. Virginia has 8 wins on the season. Jbird has 7.
Ooh, I could tie the win.
You could tie it today
with a win
on your birthday
It's
show.
never been done.
Yeah.
This year, I've never had a good year like this.
No. I think you have more wins this year than you have in the history of all years combined in the No Name Movie Game.
That's a true statement.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I got to get to work.
Jbird could tie Virginia. Would you like to be the person that's his partner when he does it? Call us up now, 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763. We play next. Could today be the day that Jbird ties up Virginia officially in the No Name Movie Game? Getting our contestants on here, 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763. Need people to pair up with Virginia, Dennys, and Jbird here today. If Jbird gets the win, he's the reigning champ right now. Would be tied 8 apiece.
It's going to be real nice wearing this belt during happy hour tonight.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Take it with you on your birthday weekend.
Oh, I'm real hungry. My appetite wants some witch this morning.
Pretty amazing stuff.
I don't know if you can handle this kind of spice. Your little tender tummy over there.
I actually don't. I have a stomach like a cow.
Not for spice, you don't.
That's a true statement.
What's a cow's stomach like?
Just rough and tough. Can kind of take a pounding.
Yeah? And your stomach can?
That didn't sound so good.
He's abandoning.
Okay. Abandoning that analogy.
Position.
Let's move on.
Let's just change it and pretend it never happened.
Okay. We got Nicole on here from Lake Worth, partner up with Virginia. Hello, Nicole.
Hi.
All right. Are you ready for this?
I am.
Okay, Nicole.
Okay.
Even though it's his birthday, we're still going to give it a shot.
All right. We've got
I got this.
60 seconds on the clock here. Virginia is going to be giving you the clues to the movies. Can't use any of the characters' names, any of the actors' names, or any of the words from the title. Okay, your time begins now.
Pass. Pass. It's if you look back and you wax this, you think about the past, and you think about people and things you did, and it's waxing blank.
Memories? Reminisce?
Pass. If I've taken my employees and I've lessened the number of them that work for me, I've done what with the company?
Pass.
Pass. This person brings you money when you put the little white thing that fell out of your mouth under your pillow.
Tooth fairy.
Yes. Pass that. Pass that. These are pets that you have in your house.
Dogs. Cats.
Both put them together.
Dogs and cats. Cats and dogs.
Yes.
Animals.
Pass on that one. This is the Christmas ballet.
Nutcracker.
Yes. This is something a magician may say. Not abracadabra.
Abracadabra.
Not abracadabra. It's when something appears.
Ooh. Shazam.
Shazam.
3 spot.
Again, with the hard-ass movie.
I don't
They're
know,
just different.
Little Vampire. That's an easy one, Virginia.
I never saw it.
Oh, Dracula, small. Clue? You can still give clues.
I guess.
Other ones were nostalgia and downsizing.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. I don't know. 3? Is that enough to win the tournament, Coach?
Yeah, I don't know. When Jaybird's giving you pointers on how to do the No Name Movie Game. Yeah.
It's going bad.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see. Dave is on here from Port St. Lucie to partner up with Dennys. Hello, Dave.
Hello, KVJ. How's it going?
You.
Good. All right. Dennys is going to give you the clues here. We'll see if he can get things going here. You can't use any of the characters' names, actors' names, or any of the words from the title. Dennys looks fired up.
Oh,
ready.
yeah.
Look at his hair. I am so jealous of that
I know.
hair.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
My gosh. Looking
love
like
it.
he came out in 1978.
That's what I'm going for.
Yeah.
Well, you're nailing it.
Yeah, he is. All right. Here.
Is this the No Name movie game, or Denny telling me if I'm high? I can't remember.
We can play both.
Yeah, they all go together. All right, go put 60 seconds on the clock. Your time begins now.
This is what you eat at a movie theater.
Popcorn.
Yep.
Can't
This is he's a troubled soul who is trying to make a girl famous as a musician. It's a more recent flick. It's been remade 3 times.
Stars Born.
Yep. This is what you have on your hand if you're a pirate.
Hook.
Yep. If you go out to fight a bear with your bare hands, and it's gonna kill you, you have a. It's what you do on your birthday, and you want to die from it. Gosh, that's tough. Pass that one. This is it ends up, spoiler alert, but germs end up killing these aliens. I know that's the end of the film. I apologize.
Men in Black. I mean, Independence Day.
Oh, so close. Pass that one. This is what you do in a conversation to introduce
War of the
yourself.
Worlds, actually. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
you got it.
you got
Nice. This is what you do in a.
Oh!
Did I slip that fourth one in there?
That
you
was big.
did.
Yeah, that was a big one there at the end. I gave you 4. Virginia's out of contention.
Mijo.
In a pinch.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah, look at
Sweet
that.
Denny's.
So Virginia will not add to her win total today. Will Jbird add to his? Okay, that's the big question here. We got Michael on the line from Port St. Lucie. Hello, Michael.
You're out of soda?
What's up?
What's up, Michael?
We got other.
What's up, Jbird? Happy birthday.
Thank you, my brother. I need it hard, but I need it bad.
Yeah.
I need this.
Yes.
I don't want to hear about what you're going to do on the weekend.
Yeah.
Focus.
It's his birthday, you know.
I can tie the witch with this one. I've never done this before.
Okay.
We're not going to tire. All right, let's go.
He said you guys got beat up.
Yeah, I see. I'm confusing everybody.
All right, 60 seconds on the clock to tie things up in the record. Jbird, your time begins now.
Lady Gaga, these people are what? Think about it. You call these people Britney Spears. They are known as what? Also,
Stars?
What? What? Pass.
Stars?
But no. Crackle and snap. Crackle and pass. He's a boxer. He talks like this. He's a boxer.
Rocky.
Yes. Will you please fix my truck? I sure can, kid. You are the guy that says I sure can. He is what?
Pass.
Play this song. Quack, quack. You let these winged animals out of a
Pop
cage.
stars.
You got.
Yep.
Pass Denny's. Me and you are going out tonight. I've got a girl. You got a girl. We are on what?
Date night.
Think about it. We're
Double dating.
No. Pass, Denny's. Pass. No.
Oh,
Did Dennys just take the belt on your birthday?
Denny's just took the belt on Jbird's birthday. There'll be no movement. Virginia still has a 1-game lead over Jbird, and Denny's now has 2 in the win column.
Congratulations, Dennys.
Wow, how about that? What a weird twist.
snuck in there at the end.
Yeah, you did.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Denny.
you did.
Jbird.
That's my
Look
fault.
at
I
that.
stayed too long on the one clue.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look at that.
Nobody saw that one coming.
Give me some sugar.
Wow, how about it? Okay.
Wow, Dennys.
Big congratulations there to Dave as well from Port St. Lucie. You're a winner, my friend.
Well, thank you very much. And Danny, can you tell if I'm high right now? I don't know, but we won, so that's all that matters, brother.
Dave really wants to play. We're doing that about 9 o'clock today, Dave.
Yeah, call back.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
look.
look.
Still be a part of
Roger
that later.
that.
Okay.
A loss for the witch is a win for the bird. Good job.
It's true. Keep her numbers down. Right?
Yeah. Okay, so no movement on that.
It's a stalemate.
Yes.
Okay, well, let's see exactly what Suits has to say here as he's been tasked with watching some movie classics by Jbird to see, okay, are they good? Are they not good? How do they stand the test of time? The first movie that he's been tasked to watch and give a review on is the movie Goodfellas, classic gangster movie that is out there that a lot of people say is one of the best ever.
Yeah.
Scorsese, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And to me, it's my favorite mafia movie.
And it beats The Godfather for you?
It does.
Okay.
Yeah, I love it. I'm curious because how old are you, Suits?
I'm 24.
Me and you always talk about, do these movies still hold up with the younger generation?
Yeah.
And I'm curious to see if some of the ones we love, if they still, are awesome to watch for someone that your age.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I loved Goodfellas. That was a really good movie, especially Joe Pesci's character. He was hilarious.
Great. He's great, isn't he?
Okay.
That was such
Yeah.
a great movie. I really liked it.
Okay. That's cool, yeah, because that's considered to be one of the best. Now, do you typically like mobster movies? Do you watch many of those?
No, not really. This is actually probably one of the first mobster movies I can remember watching. I still haven't seen The Godfather.
Okay.
Which I'm sure is probably a good comparison between those two because they're both kind of, I guess, mobster movies.
They
but,
are.
Yeah.
It's weird when I watch these because I see these references that I saw spoofed before I actually saw the movie, like watching Family Guy or South Park. So I'm watching these, he's
right.
like, son of a bitch, that's where that came from.
It adds context to it, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, that's why I think it's good, for anybody to really know. I know, growing up myself, I try to watch some of the movies that, were considered classics, and I think it does help you because there are references, always pop culture references, that if you've not seen some of the biggest classics, you don't get them.
So what's the next movie he needs to see? I want to get your guys' opinion, and maybe the people can help out too. But I'm thinking a classic from either the 80s or the 70s.
Well, there was a movie that we put on. My father-in-law spending the weekends with us, and he's of father-in-law age, grandpa age, and we put on the movie Airplane.
I love that movie.
Okay, you've seen it.
Okay.
I saw that a long time ago. My mom
Yeah.
loved Leslie Nielsen, so I saw all those movies.
It was a
growing up.
movie as a kid. Yeah, my parents, my dad especially loved, and it was always on. And it's slapstick kind of goofy humor.
The one I was curious to see if he would like is Caddyshack, made in 1980,
Yeah.
and people our age likes it, but I don't know if someone who's never seen it before is that going to hold their interest because it's old. It looks old.
It is, and it does, and I think the movie's really good. I think Caddyshack is one of my all-time favorite movies. Of course, filmed here in Broward County, but the issue with it is that, like a lot of comedies, the end of the movie's not awesome.
No, it's not.
I think it felt like they really were like, oh my gosh, we ran out of money or time or both, or their stars just didn't show up one day, and they're like, okay, here's how we're going to resolve
It
it.
was really tough to make that movie. I won't bore you with the details, but there's a documentary on how they made Caddyshack, and the gopher what really kind of kept that whole movie kind of together because it was almost like the little segue into
Common thread, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was hard. I know they had a lot of egos on that set making that. Yeah, I think Caddyshack would be a good one that you should watch. You've seen some of the older classics even. Like, have you seen, like, for instance, what is The Fall of Yellow Brick Road? That's The Wizard of Oz. Have you seen something like that, Suits?
I might have seen some Wizard of Oz when I was really young, but I can't honestly remember. I think I did see one of them, but I haven't watched. I mean, if I have, I haven't watched it in 18 years.
Well, there's only
so-
one Wizard of Oz, right?
Well, you've got the Oz and you've got
That's not-
offshoots of it, but
The
yeah.
Wiz. Yeah, you do.
But
Yeah.
the Wizard of Oz, the original classic, that's the only one that you gotta watch that, Suits.
All right, we'll add that to the list. Yeah, no, I don't. If I have seen it, I can barely remember it. I feel like I may have saw it when I was younger.
Really, the Lion?
I mean, I know of the Wizard of Oz. I know the story. I just don't remember the movie whatsoever.
I'm trying to think of some of the movies when I was a kid. Have you ever seen The Sound of Music?
No.
Okay.
I haven't seen that. That's real.
That's real
That's
old,
like,
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
real.
That's the
old.
Depression old.
What about
It
Mary
is.
Poppins?
No, I don't think so.
I've never seen
Not the
that either.
original. I mean,
You've
that's
never
gotta be
seen
really
the
good.
original?
I've
The
never-
Julie Andrews original is amazing.
All I know is about the spoonful of sugar.
You gotta watch Mary Poppins. You will love when they do the carousel races.
I've always been a Pollyanna kind of guy.
Who?
Pollyanna, a great Disney movie.
You kind of look like her today.
What does that mean?
The braids looking.
Oh, well, thanks.
Have you seen The Goonies?
I have. Goonies is all right.
What?
I don't know. I did not really enjoy it. I saw that when I was like 15 or something. So,
Really?
But it was all right.
I love the
Jurassic Park?
Jurassic Park's good. I've seen those. Yeah.
You seen Stand By Me?
No.
That's a good one.
Okay.
That's a good one to watch.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
Yes, I did see Ferris Bueller's Day
What'd
Off.
you think of that?
Wasn't bad. I enjoyed that.
Tom Hanks, Big.
No.
Oh, okay. That's the one you got to watch.
Yeah.
That's Big Tom Hanks.
I'll tell you the one everybody gets on me. I don't know why I just have not gotten to it. I've never seen Forrest Gump. And people always get on my case for not
It's
watching
a little
that.
sad. I don't know if I would recommend Gump right now.
In the witch's defense, the last 20 minutes of Gump is heavy.
It is
heavy.
It is. Yeah.
I don't need that.
I've heard they're kind of mean to him, so I
They
don't
are
know.
very mean to
But
him.
it is a story of a champion that rises.
Back to the Future. You seen that movie?
No. I know it Back to the Future,
That's
but I've
on
never actually seen
Netflix.
it.
Netflix has it now, and they're actually promoting that they have it. I saw it.
Yeah, they're doing kind of a runaround. You know how Josh Gad did that thing with the cast of the Goonies?
Yes.
The next one he's hosting a Back to the Future reunion that's going to be on YouTube on Monday.
That's cool.
I mean, I kind of feel like he has to watch that one instead.
What do you? Because you just said big.
I know it's got to be Back to the Future. Is
Yeah, that'd be cool if you could watch that this weekend, and then on Monday we could tie it in, because I'm sure there's going to be something that comes out of the cast getting together to talk.
I don't know how they found me, but they found me.
The Libyans?
The Libyans!
I didn't know if you were setting me up or you were just worried about something in life.
All right, so we'll see what Suits has to say about that. Any other suggestions put on his list, you can always get a hold of us, 877-979-WRMF. Jody had sent an email. She said, hey, is there any chance you can help us track the Blue Angels in their flyover today in hopes of actually being able to see them go by? It'd be appreciated. I think they are, they got the chemtrails coming out in the back, the colored chemtrails. That is one thing. So if you look up into the sky, we've also put a map up on the KVJ Show social media that you can see. And we're letting you know that they are taking off from Boca Raton today at 1 p.m., which we're going to be doing a simulcast broadcast where there's going to be music that we're coordinating up with that you can listen to on the radio. So tune it to 97.9 WRMF. As far as like being able to track these jets, I don't know that we are going to be able to do that in any kind of like live. Here's where they are right now. I haven't seen that anybody's doing that.
Yeah, they're on the 14th coordinates of the...
Yeah. Yeah, that I don't know. But I do know they're taking off from Boca Raton at 1 p.m., probably from the airport there, I would assume. And then they're flying south over Broward County. They're doing the hospitals there, going toward Fort Lauderdale, and then they're heading west toward Memorial Hospital, and then south over Miami and Homestead, and then they're coming back north, getting to West Palm Beach at about 1:30, and they're also doing Jacksonville today. So that is what the schedule is. Just keep an eye to the sky to see what is going on with that. We got Feel Good Fridays. Any wins for the week that you want to drop? Like Randy Epstein, wanted to shout him out from Draft House in North Palm Beach. He's provided all of the meals to AVDA, which is a shelter for domestic abuse victims, for 5 weeks. And he is also delivering 40 meals to nurses at Jupiter Medical this week.
Draft House in North Palm Beach. That is awesome. I mean, that's incredible. Mm-hmm. What a man. What a man.
Absolutely.
What a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty good man.
Yeah.
I'm going to order from there. That's my thing. When I see people that are doing stuff like that and stepping up and donating in that big of a number, that's massive.
Yep.
That's the guy who's getting my takeout business.
Okay, coming up here in just a bit, we got some fun submissions for our Misconnections. We'll check those out, including somebody who's looking for a threesome with a sex robot.
Bird? Did you write into the show again? It may be your birthday, but I'm still calling you out.
Well, you know what's great is Jbird has been talking about how he has done this battle rap against these squirrels, these horned up squirrels that keep humping outside of his place.
Yes.
And so he's done this song, and so he wants to do a video to go along with it. And so Jbird posted up on social media that he's looking for adult squirrel costumes. And we've been talking about furries, that people like to have sex in animal costumes. And people, after hearing the content, were like going, oh my gosh, like he tried yesterday.
is.
He tried yesterday claiming he wasn't a furry. And then the exact same day, he's soliciting for adult animal costumes on our social media.
As soon as I sent it, I'm noticing a couple comments. I go, well, this is weird. I go, oh, Dennys, we had that furry conversation today on the air.
And you insisted you weren't a furry, and then hours later, you're like, hey, where can I find an adult-sized squirrel costume?
I had to go back and edit my post to go, guys, this is nothing sensual.
Oh, now you look guilty.
Yeah. And you just sat there and lied to us blatantly. I said, I'm not a furry. I've never done that stuff.
But I really do need a squirrel costume because they won't get here till Wednesday.
If I loan you a costume, are you sure you're going to dry clean it before you give it back?
I can make no promises. But seriously, I will rent or buy a squirrel costume off somebody, but it's got to be for this weekend. I know it sounds even creepier.
Let's go with buy, not rent.
No, buy. Yeah. Buy it.
Let's stick with buy.
Whatever you're going to do in it is going to leave permanent damage. I know it.
The costume place they won't be here till Wednesday. That's way too late. I'm on a time crunch here.
Okay. All right.
Song's a hit. Got to get it out. Video rush.
Got some misconnections for you next.
Want to feel better about your own messed up life? Check out the people in the whacked out news every weekday morning at 8:45 on the KVJ Show. 97.9 WRMF.
Well, people are still getting weird here, even with the pandemic going on. Thank you very much for all the fun little submissions we got here from Misconnections today. People are still wanting to get Rand in frisky. That's not slowing them down, Virginia. And we got a dirty talking grandma that is looking for a dirty old grandpa, apparently.
Oh, boy.
Or just anybody, I think. She said here,
I'm not your ordinary grandma. I'm filthy and horny. Not typical for most 82-year-olds. What can I say? I have the libido of a 17-year-old teenager. I used to be a phone sex operator back in the 80s, and I definitely know how to get your noodle to dance. I don't want your money. I just want your company. We don't have to only talk about sex. You can talk to me about anything that you want. You see, I'm very lonely these days.
Oh, Grandma.
All my friends have died off.
Oh.
So if you're looking to get off or just talk, I'm the sexy grandma that you want in your life. Also, I'm getting a lot of requests for me to do stuff on camera. Now, I would do it, but I don't own a camera. I'm not against it. I just don't have much money or knowledge. Believe it or not, I have a very good body for an 82-year-old woman. Okay, who's ready to get turned on by Grandma?
Whoa.
That's a lot.
That is a lot to unpack and to delve into.
whatever you want, Grandma's going to provide.
She's lonely.
She is, and she's like, hey, conversation or, sexy talk. She realized maybe, some people are going to want the sexy talk, and maybe that'll lead into the companionship. That's just where we are in this era.
And maybe she is a little freaky, but she also is lonely.
She'll do whatever you want.
Sounds like someone I know.
Yeah.
What's Grandma's number?
Yeah, I think you guys might be a good match.
Is there a number on that thing?
I can get you connected if you want. Yes. Well, this is very lusty. You are a Kanye look-alike. It says, we hooked up after a Miami Heat game 6 years ago. You are a Kanye West look-alike actor. We met up at a bar near the Grove, and I can't remember the name of the bar, but that's where we started petting each other. I can still feel the heat from your body. We eventually went back to your hotel where we did everything under the sun with each other. You kept calling me a gold digger while we rolled around in the bed. You told me that was your favorite song by Kanye, and I loved it. You also made me act like Taylor Swift. Ooh. I'd start talking, then you'd interrupt me just like Kanye would Taylor. Does any of this ring a bell to you? I was wearing a Dwayne Wade jersey and very tight jeans. You made me call you Kanye the entire night. Are you still imitating Kanye? If so, your Taylor Swift is ready.
There's no way that really happened, right? Or did that really happen?
I believe it.
I believe it. I believe everything Kevin says.
Yeah.
I do too.
I believe everything I read in Misconnections. Everything.
I believe everything on Twitter.
Yeah.
Now you're going too far.
And finally here from Misconnections, this is a male seeking a non-judgmental woman. Okay. No
Good
judging
luck.
here.
Good luck.
No
Yeah.
judging, please.
Let us know when you find that unicorn.
Yeah. It says a threesome with a sex robot here. He says, this quarantining has brought out the serious beast in me. I'm very curious, and I need you to help me work through my interests. I'm going through a really terrible divorce that has changed me as a man, and now all I seek is pure pleasure. I decided to drop some major cash on a sex robot, and this thing is amazeballs. However, I do miss the touch of a real woman. So I'm looking for somebody that would bust a threesome with me and my sex robot. I call her Rhonda. Rhonda the robot. She knows how to get anybody off within a couple of minutes, or you get your money back. I have read that many people are now having threesomes with their sex robots, so I don't think this is that weird. I'm not COVID-19 positive, so you can trust that you will leave my place relatively healthy. Hit me up if you're interested, and please send full naked pics. Include your front in the pictures, please.
In closing, I'd like to say Bigfoot is real.
Get out of here.
You'll leave my place relatively healthy.
Relatively? I don't know if that's a great assurance.
It means that you will incur a deficit to your overall health. We don't know how bad, but you're not going to walk out of there the same person that you were walking in.
Yeah, that's just saying I'm not completely clean.
Yeah, I don't have COVID, but I probably have gonorrhea.
There will be something you catch.
The Gons?
Yes. Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Lot to think about.
People are looking to get out there. That's just the way it is. And according to what they're saying on Plenty of Fish, they did a study with 2,000 people in the U.S. who are on their website. And they say that people are reaching out to their ex in record numbers. Almost 1/3 of single people have reached out to their ex during the pandemic.
Don't do it.
Why? Because you did and you know how bad it is?
I have not reached out to my ex during the quarantine. I have in my past, not during the. I have learned.
You have learned.
This quarantine, I have not.
Okay.
Well, you got a lot of exes. I mean, you could reach out to some of them. I mean, they didn't all end horrid.
We've already talked this too much.
They didn't all end horrid.
I mean, it's different levels of bad, right?
No, you're right. It's not that it's bad. You're putting me on the stand now. Now you're making it awkward.
I just want you to have some fun on the weekend. It's your birthday.
I'm not allowed to go to Virginia live.
I know,
No,
right?
You can text. You can sext. You can FaceTime.
Where's the sex robot on your list, Virginia?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Does that count?
Could be so lucky.
Yeah.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby.
It's the whacked out news.
People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people are meth. Ow!
My girlfriend texts me. She's like, no, actually, you would only need a 7-foot dong to stay socially distant. I'm like,
Okay, that's a lot more realistic.
7-foot dong. Okay.
I'm glad we're taking the serious questions.
She's right.
Okay, all right. Well, we got some interesting stuff going on here as usual. COVIDiots all over the place in your whacked out news again here today. I don't know if you saw this, but on the first day that a mall was reopened in Atlanta, a brawl broke out in the parking lot.
Oh, boy.
That included 3 women brawling and a man jump kicking one of them.
Oh, my.
I mean, a jump kick?
That sounds intense. What do? You jump up in the air and then kick them?
I guess there's video of it, so you can actually go check it out. The guy was fly kicking a woman during a wild brawl.
Oh, my.
Yeah, there's a mall security guard that's in there trying to pull the 3 women off one another. He said, get off or I'll have to pepper spray both of you. That's Paul Blart for you. And then a man suddenly gets into the frame and fly kicks the 3rd woman in the chest, knocking her down. You're like, what the heck is going on here, man? Crazy stuff. People are losing their minds. There's a woman that says she's considering quitting her job after she forgot to mute a Zoom meeting, and her coworkers heard her weird habit where she talks to her food as she eats it.
What?
Oh, yes, you're about to go in my mouth.
Oh, you look so yummy. Yes, you do.
I don't think we should judge. I don't think we should judge people so harshly.
You talk to your pierogies?
No, but I've done weird things with food in my time. No, not like that.
We're not surprised.
Not like that.
Hello.
I gave him bread pudding for his birthday. What's he going to do with it?
Yeah.
Gosh, I gotta stop talking. People think I'm a furry that humps food.
Wow. And they say there is a mom and daughter in Belgium that wanted McDonald's, but only the drive-thru was open and they didn't have a car, so they built a car out of cardboard and walked through.
Oh, that's kind of brilliant. Did they get away with it?
Yeah, apparently they got served. That's kind of cool, huh?
That is ingenuity, and I'm here for it. That's awesome.
There's a guy in Vermont that's facing charges after he went into a Dunkin' Donuts with no pants. No mask, no pants.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't have pants on, that's the biggest problem. I mean, yeah, you should have a mask, but if you don't have pants, I take more issue with that right now, right?
What do they have a mask instead of pants down there?
I mean, you're being kind, but you're still being
confusing and weird and creepy.
Weird,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Interesting little heist here. There's a guy in California that pulled off a crazy wine heist this week. He jumped on a moving wine truck, climbed underneath, unscrewed a valve, and chugged the wine as it poured out.
Wow.
Whoa.
When you know you have a problem.
The cops caught him when
truck
the
was
truck driver
moving?
stopped.
My man need to get a buzz.
He was like speed.
Yeah.
Dang.
It's pretty impressive, the shots that I'm looking at from it.
Do you love anything in the world where you would do that?
No, not to that level to risk dying. I mean, one turn, he could have got crunched by the wheel.
Was he on drugs? You hope.
He was on wine. High on spirits. Yeah. Yeah, the truck company said that they wound up losing about 1,000 gallons of red wine. Most of it ended up on the highway, not in his mouth. But that would be 500 bottles worth of wine. Yeah. So the truck driver stopped and the guy got arrested for felony vandalism. And I'm telling you, these monkeys crazy. They now got a monkey trying to rob an ATM in India. A lot of these crime syndicates now. You saw the monkey on the motorcycle that tried to snatch the little girl?
Yes.
And by the way, that monkey really kind of went full gorilla to the point where he wasn't.
Monkey went full gorilla?
He wasn't going to stop until he had that kid, and finally the kid broke free just because I think the cement broke the kid free.
Well, a guy was chasing after the monkey. He was like, "Monkey, no! Monkey, no!"
It just shows you that they're relentless.
Yeah,
and the monkey looked smaller than the kid.
It did.
Yeah.
It did.
They're strong.
Dang, monkey.
They are strong. Yeah, they don't play. So.
That was some interesting footage, and it was weird too because it looked like it was filmed in the 70s.
I watched it like 8 times.
Me too.
It's unbelievable. I mean, first of all, it's unbelievable. This thing's riding a little miniature motorcycle.
Right?
That's one.
And he dumps the motorbike for the kid.
Yeah.
The motorbike has value too.
I know.
After that came out, I couldn't tell if it was real or not. I didn't have time to research it, but someone was posting this video. I think it might have been fake, but it was these monkeys that had guns. I'm thinking, are they trying to monkey?
Yeah, it's been around for a while.
They're trying to monkeys to shoot now?
I think that one's been around a while.
Is that real?
I'm not sure about that one. I can't remember if it's real or not, but I know that's been around for a good while.
Y'all, if animals start learning how to shoot, I don't know.
He don't know.
Are we waiting for that war?
Well, they do. I think it was orangutans. They had said that they have entered was it the Stone Age now, or it's whatever one of those ages are, because they've now learned how to make tools, and they got an orangutan that had made his own spear, and he was spear fishing.
Oh my gosh.
And they said when you do that, when you're making tools and utensils for hunting, then that was a certain level of evolution, and they say, yeah, they're now doing that.
If you can spear a fish, you can spear a human.
If every animal was able to use a weapon, a gun, a knife, we would not be able to beat them. As humans, if us versus them, we could not beat them.
Watch Planet of the Apes. It's horrifying.
There's so many of them.
There's so many of them, and they're very good. They can ride horses, too.
They are really good, Virginia.
Really good. All right, producer Dennys knows when you're high. All he has to do is ask you a couple interesting questions, gauge by the interaction that you give him, and then he comes back with a pretty good little answer. And last week, he had some tricky ones. He went perfect in his score. 3 for 3.
Mijo.
He's been on a run.
I missed it last Friday.
Yeah, he's been on a run for a good minute.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we're going to start off with Cindy here in Miami. Hello, Cindy.
Hi, KVJ. Happy birthday, Jason.
Thank you. For your kind words.
Yeah. Be careful.
You're welcome.
You got a giant glass container sitting on the edge of the counter right next to you. That just does not look smart.
But I gotta tell you, anybody who would be high would love everything that's sitting in front of you. It looks like you got sodas and food. And,
You're a man known for talking with his hands. You're gonna karate chop.
Yeah, got a lot of stuff over there. Okay, all right, Dennys, why don't you start grilling Cindy here to see if you think she's high or not?
Cindy, describe the biggest cat you've ever seen.
These questions are very telling for stoners.
I know why he came up with that question.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because we have the biggest cat in the world that scares the crap out of us. He's like, whoa, look how big that cat is.
Tiger King?
No, we have a legit...
It's just a big old cat.
And it's kind of horrifying.
Oh.
I think some cat breeds are just bigger than others.
They are.
It looks like
tigers.
It looks like a small man hunching over. It's really weird.
Odd. Maybe it is.
Man cat?
Yeah, it's a man cat.
Okay, Cindy, what do you think? Largest cat you've ever seen?
Just
The
describe it.
largest cat would have to be the Frosted Flakes cat. You're great. You know?
Oh, there.
Frosted Flakes.
What was his
Frosted
slogan, Cindy?
They're great.
You're great.
Okay, pretty good. That's a good call there. All right.
Let's see. Second question for you, Cindy. If you had to trade your reproductive organs with any animal, what animal would you pick?
Ooh, that's a hard one.
That's what she said.
I'd say an elephant.
An elephant?
Whoa.
I know why.
Yeah.
Why?
They're loyal.
Wow.
What does that have to do with the reproductive parts?
I don't know. I think the DNA
The
kind of...
loyalty doesn't lie in your vagina.
All right.
It's in your brain.
Am I high?
Yes. Okay, anything else you need to ask here, Dennys?
I guess one more just to keep it on the animal tip here. Let's see. Cindy, how many lions do you think would fit in your residence?
Lion?
Like, jam-pack them in there.
Lions.
How many?
Well, let's look at the square footage.
Yeah. Cubic square footage.
Yes. You want to open up your own animal sanctuary in your home. How many could you get in there?
I'd say 25, 30?
Yeah, it's
Wow.
about right.
Okay.
Please count.
It's about right.
You got a
Beautiful
nice
place you got there in
crib.
Miami.
Yeah.
got a good crib.
All right, what do you think about Cindy here, Denny? Is she high?
She does sound high to me.
She might be a little drunk. Too.
Cindy, are you high?
I am high.
She sounded high.
You did sound high.
She's
Good.
adorable.
All right, well, enjoy your Friday there. Okay, Denny's is on it today. Let's go to Ashley in Wellington. Hello, Ashley.
Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, she's very perky today.
Oh, yes.
But she's trying to throw off her boy.
Perky.
Okay, this is just Ashley on any day, not just a Friday.
Yes.
Okay, Denny's, why don't you ask her some questions here if we try to figure out if she's high or not?
All right, Ashley, which chess piece do you relate to the most?
King,
Oh my
queen.
gosh, I haven't played chess in forever. The one at the very back, the
King, queen, rook.
Horse.
I'm a rook
yeah,
guy.
I'll say the queen.
All right.
Okay,
Very telling. Moves in all
that's
directions.
good. Yeah, the queen's the most versatile.
They move in all directions, Kev.
Yeah, it's the best piece. I love how they made the king so easy to dominate, and he's
Yeah.
slow moving, can't go anywhere,
Yeah.
locked down.
I know.
Yeah,
Who made that game up? Taylor Swift?
yeah. Okay.
Let's see here. Question number 2. Would you rather be trapped in the body of a mime or have everything you say said by a parrot?
Excellent question.
Yes.
Everything I say said by a parrot. That would be amazing.
Every thought. You look over to your shoulder and the parrot's like, yes. You know?
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Outstanding, Denny's.
Let's see. A final question for you. How would you improve toilet paper?
How would I? Well, I think we need toilet paper in the stores right now. So I think in general, just even having it in the stores, but to improve it, I don't know. I would have fresh trees cut down to make toilet paper.
Okay.
Great for the environment.
Okay.
See, I'd make scented toilet paper. That way it smells good.
Interesting. Okay, well, what kind of vibe are you getting off of Ashley here?
Scented toilet paper might irritate your butt.
Could.
It might. It might.
Depends on how sensitive your behind is, Virginia.
Very.
Think about how nice that would be if you had like raspberries or cherries.
How about toilet paper that dissolves? It dissolves in your butt, but when it dissolves...
If you're putting it in, you're not doing it right.
No, but hear me out. It dissolves in the butt, but the dissolvent is a cleaner.
All right.
And
What about a lotion toilet paper?
Okay, she's got a lot of thoughts
All right,
on
lotion
this.
She said lotion toilet
Denny's-
paper.
She's warming up.
Let's pretend like Jbird didn't talk just now.
Dissolving toilet paper? I don't know.
Is this the sounds of somebody who's high, Denny's, do you think, with Ashley?
I'm
Or
not
not?
really getting a high vibe from Ashley.
Not getting a high vibe. Ashley, are you high?
No, I am not high.
Wow. She is hammered, though.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of hammered vibe.
Okay, very nice. Well
You
played.
guys have a great day. Thank you so much for having me. I love you guys. I listen to you every single morning, all morning long.
Oh, look at that.
Thank you
That's
so much.
awesome.
Thanks for jumping on and playing our dumb little games with us.
Definitely hammered.
We love you.
Okay, let's try one more here. We've got Chris in Plantation. Producer Denny's knows when you're high. We're going to see he's 2 for 2. Can he make it 3 for 3? Hello, Chris.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. All right.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
How's it going?
Good morning, Chris.
All right, so first question for Chris here. Let's see. Chris, how do you imagine a sea turtle would sound if they could talk? If you can give me just an example of it.
Oh, an impression of a sea turtle talking.
Talking.
Yeah, okay.
I immediately think of Crush from Finding Nemo.
Yes, that was the turtle's like, Cowabunga, dude. Remember that? Yeah, we're riding a cool, tasty wave.
Cowabunga, dude. That's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, that's
Full circle.
Yeah, it's
Look at
kind of like
that.
how the turtle talked in Finding Nemo.
It's kind of ripping off the
true.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I don't know if
Yeah,
I like that.
I really did,
They can
yeah.
say Cowabunga, dude?
I think he did. So did he say Cowabunga?
That
I'll
is
find
such
that
a,
out.
that's a flat-out rip-off.
Well, I think they're probably doing that intentionally as like an homage.
All right, I'll calm down.
No, I'm just,
Yeah, well, he's really protective of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles over there.
Well, plagiarizing.
You think he's Vanilla Ice?
Go ninja.
Okay. All right,
I would have
next
gone
question.
old voice, right? Like, I'm a turtle. How you doing?
I do. I sense a bit of a British turtle, yes.
I like that too.
Wise and
Yeah,
old
but
and-
kind of snarky a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
Not that I'm not saying British people are snarky. I came out wrong.
Let's see here. Second question. Out of all the different birds in the world, which one do you consider to be kind of the hottest?
The hottest bird?
Yeah, out
the
of
one,
all of them.
the one that kind of, if you had to.
I'm a crane man myself.
I'm an ostrich kind of gal.
Oh, I like it. Beefy thighs.
How about Big Bird, huh?
Oh,
Yeah.
Big Bird,
Yeah.
gentle lover.
Oh, yeah. All right, what do you think here, Chris?
I would say a peacock.
Oh, smart answer.
Sexy.
Smart answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay. All right, one more here, Denny's.
And final one. I think I know the answer to this one. But if you could grow one plant a year from your belly button, which plant would you pick?
That's a tough one.
It is.
Did you pass out?
Wake
I'm
up.
going to do an orchid.
An orchid.
Orchid.
Is it orchid's technically though an air plant, right? It attaches to
Yeah, it
other
does.
plants. It's
Don't
kind of
need
like a
any dirt,
parasite
yeah.
plant.
Denny,
yeah.
you don't stop yelling at the guy.
I know.
He likes orchids, Danny.
I mean, Denny.
Damn it.
Don't gotta be so violent.
Wow.
Well, I'm just
Sorry,
saying.
sir.
Yes, dude. You're
Chase
so
off,
rude.
chase off listeners.
Yeah.
Requires either like lava rocks or a tree to attach to.
Denny knows so much about plants.
does,
He's
yeah.
showing off right now.
He is. That's his
Same.
thing. What do you
Maybe
think
some
about?
kind of herb?
All right, that's it. I would grow, clearly.
Clearly, we
Yeah,
know what
clearly,
you
yeah.
would grow.
Grow some trees, right?
Am I right? What do you think about Chris here, Denny's? Is he high or not?
He's trickier because he's soft spoken.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with my gut though. I think he's high.
Chris, are you high?
Yeah, I'm high.
He like answered immediately.
I'm nervous when Mike just handed me the phone.
Yeah, I'm high. You got me.
But I'm pretty stoned. Thank you very much for having me.
Now, don't forget, on Sunday, it is Mother's Day, and we're all going to be spending it with our moms because we're likely quarantined with them. So, yeah, make sure you get your stuff and get all ready for Sunday. Looks like it's going to be wet as well, so we're probably going to be indoors as usual, just kind of doing our thing. Now, we do love our moms, but moms don't always bat 1,000, meaning that they don't always give the best advice. A lot of times it's great, but every now and then you look at a lifetime and there's probably been at least once that your mom has given you questionable advice. What would you say, Jbird? Do you have a time that maybe your mom's advice was slightly questionable, might not have been the best in retrospect?
Well, I just feel bad because I guess maybe rightfully so, I have a legit fear of vans and men who have a mustache driving a van. My mom was convinced any guy with a van that has a mustache, he is without a doubt trying to abduct you.
I get it.
And now I see someone driving a van with a mustache. I go, there's got to be kids in the back there.
And you're trying to free them?
She really made me believe a man with a van is bad news.
If it's a white, dirty van, he's got multiple kids back there.
She also said that if you could kiss a dog's mouth and it was clean, although she wouldn't suggest it. But she's like, one of the cleanest places to kiss is a dog's mouth, surprisingly.
Oh, yeah?
And that's not true.
Not true.
Well, we brought that up if we looked into it.
Your dog just licked another dog's butt.
Yeah, my dog, like dogs eat poop sometimes.
Yeah.
That's not the cleanest thing.
Yeah. I think we've had a couple of moments where you've blurted something out. We're like, well, wait, what? And you're like, oh, no, my mom told me.
Yeah, definitely.
Some of the answers that people have given us to the questionable advice that your mom actually gave you. Somebody said, yeah, my mom told my sister that the guy that she was dating would be a perfect husband for her. They married a year later and divorced 9 months after that. Good call, Mom.
Oh.
Someone else said, when I was young, my mom told me that there was no reason to ever shave the top of my legs. I believed it. Mm-hmm.
Well, if you're not going to be wearing anything skimpy, like if you're wearing pants,
yeah,
I kind of get it.
And that's also a good birth control move on Mom's part, too.
There you go.
Somebody said, my mom said that I could never let my hair grow so long to touch my ears or I'd end up doing drugs.
Wow.
You old hippie. And somebody said the questionable advice that their mom gave them when I was young, my mom said to never let a man use his mouth on me. Oh, jeez. And for years, I had no idea what she was talking about. I was 9 when she told me.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
But I have questions. What exactly does that mean, Mom?
We have to be sure to use this in context.
Wait,
wow.
What?
Well, what?
She wasn't ready for that.
9 might be a little early. Never?
Jeez. Wow. Okay, there you go. All right, well, some questionable advice indeed. Anything else that you'd like to add to the mix? 877-979-WRMF.
The best variety from the 2000s, 10s, and today, and you're home for the KVJ Show. 97.9 WRMF.
Okay. Where you been, Virginia?
Sorry.
That's all right. I lost everybody. I'm like going, oh my gosh, there's nobody around.
Jbird scared me. He jumped out from around the corner while I was getting water.
Oh, okay.
And so I threw my water on him. And now he's mad because I got water in his phone.
I wouldn't say I'm mad. I'm bummed out that, she got so much water in my phone hole.
How's that thing doing?
I don't know, probably not good. And then she throws the water on me. I'm like, oh man, it got on my phone. It's like, quit your bitching. Quit your moaning.
No sympathy at all.
Baby. Like, I don't know if I want to put this video up.
Well, we're talking about the questionable advice that your mom has given you. Somebody said, my mom once told me that if you have more than one beer at a time, you're an alcoholic. And now she drinks multiple glasses of wine a day.
But did she really believe that? I don't think she believed that.
Well, I think your moms will tell you something that they want to give you the radical approach so that you don't ever drink.
I get it.
Because my mom told
so they go a little too far.
She told me the very first girlfriend I ever had, I was allowed to hang out with her at the park for about an hour and a half alone. And she said, if you come back and your lips are full and they're blown up, I know you've been making out and kissing too much. And I really believed her.
And you came back panicked.
Oh my gosh, we kissed so much.
All right, here we go. Fun new little game on the KVJ Show called Name That Stain. Name That Stain. It is all about trying to figure out what a stain is in a different item, and I've got an item over here for you. It was found in the corner of the studio.
Oh, no.
It is, I don't know what somebody's doing with this shirt, but it's
It's
a WRMF, like torn up T-shirt or something here.
Oh, boy.
And I don't know why it was thrown in the corner with that stain on it.
Oh, boy.
If you're watching KVJ TV, you can see it right now.
That thing looked like it was cut to be a belly shirt for a very large man.
Very large man?
I don't know.
Oh, wait. Does the owner take offense?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if that's my shirt or not. But I just don't. I don't remember ever being in that shirt.
I don't remember you being
I
in
don't
it either.
either.
Why are you so damn sensitive?
Yeah, I was going to say, when I found this, I'm like, I don't remember this from the show. And
I wasn't even talking about you.
You were eyeballing me.
I don't know what happened. Did they decide to crinkle it up and throw it into the corner of the studio? But it looks like it was used as a cloth for something.
It looks like apple butter. You ever have apple butter?
That don't look like apple butter. That's got a little darker hue.
It looks like crapple butter.
That looks like butt butter.
It does.
I don't know if I want to.
And the shape of it's suspicious, too.
It's shaped like a starfish.
It is.
It really is.
Like a big starfish.
Okay, so how we play Name the Stain here is it's going to be kind of like a sudden death choice. One person is going to play. Now, what you do, there's many different levels of this. The first one is eyeballing the stain. If you can guess what made the stain correctly, then the game is over, and congratulations, you're out of it. If you can't identify it correctly, you must sniff the stain to try to get another context clue of what it might be.
How do we know what the stain? Do we know what it is?
We do know what it is.
We do?
We do. Yeah, we do.
Dennys, you're on the... Okay, I see what's going on here.
The fix is in.
The fix is in.
Who knows what the stain is?
Is this a head-to-head between just me and Virginia?
Suits has got it. I don't know. No.
Suits has got it. Reek has got it. That means Riggy.
Suits knows what it is. That means Riggy knows what it is.
That's
that
fine.
means Dennys knows what it is. So
Dennys
it's me and you, birthday bird.
We'll play your game, Rigsaw. We'll play your game.
Okay. That's it. All right. And then if you can't sniff test the stain, the third option is you must taste the stain to identify it.
Oh, boy.
So you get to eyeball it, you get to sniff it, and then finally, if you can't figure it out, you got to taste it.
See it, sniff it, taste it. That is the order in which it goes here, and name the stain.
You don't look smug often, Dennys, but today something's going on here.
I don't know. I don't
Are
know
you
what
on
it
Team
is.
Smug?
I'm not.
Ugh.
I think this is a Suits production.
E2, Dennys?
Okay.
E2.
All right. Let's see. Let's do the cards here to find out who it is. We got, because I do know what it is. So we've got Virginia, Bird, and Dennys.
Unbelievable the amount of rigging.
Oh, this isn't the last time we're going to play it. Don't worry. I'll have a chance to play it.
Oh, gosh.
Don't worry. You'll have a chance to bring in an item for Name That Stain.
I tell you, summer rig was bad, but the rig of spring is terrible.
The rig of spring.
Okay. All right, draw your playing card here.
You looked?
I did.
You like it?
I always look. I don't love it.
Okay. Whoever draws the lowest playing card here is going to be playing Name That Stain.
This card feels good. I'm not going to do that one. I'm going to do this one because it doesn't feel good. I'm going opposite of my gut feeling.
Okay. And Dennys is drawing a card as well.
Oh, you don't know, Dennys?
No,
I don't know.
He does not know. He does not know what
like
the
you
stain
guys.
is. Yeah, that is the stain again. If you're watching KVJ TV, you just get to eyeball it. Okay, let's see who drew what. Who gets to play Name That Stain here on the KVJ Show. Virginia, what card did you get?
It's not great, but it's not awful.
Okay.
I drew a 9.
Ooh, is it enough to win the tournament?
Mm-hmm. Dennys, what did you draw over there?
I drew a 4.
Ooh, that is tough.
Not looking good, mijo.
Not looking good.
But if you're on par with what history has shown us, Jason probably drew a 2.
Well, Jason didn't draw a 2 this time. Jason drew a king.
A king!
Oh, King Bird.
Oh.
King Bird. Okay. All right. Well, here's what we've got. Dennys has to put on the headphones as I let you know what the stain is. And then after he takes off the headphones, then he gets to eyeball it and guess. If he cannot get what the stain is correctly, then he's got to sniff it. And then if he still misses, then he's got to taste the stain. All right, that is the name of the game here in Name the Stain. Okay, Dennys, put on the music.
Okay, it's blaring. We can hear it.
Okay. The stain is Joe Horn's Bayou barbecue sauce.
Oh, I got you that.
I kind of wish I would have lost now.
I got you that from New Orleans.
Yeah, but it looks like poop.
It does look like poop.
Yeah, it looks like someone had an accident in their pants and wiped it up with this shirt.
Maybe it was Joe Horn.
Should we lie to him and tell him it's not barbecue sauce and really make him think it's crap?
We should say it's a retired football player's feces.
Okay, all right, so he gets to watch it. Okay, let's go and let him in.
All right.
Okay,
You're good.
Okay. All right, Dennys.
You guys are deliberating for a while there.
Yeah, we had some conversations
We
here.
had some giggles at your expense. I apologize.
If I told you what we were talking about, you would not sleep tonight.
All right, Dennys is playing Name the Stain. You only get to see it in round one. If you can tell me what that stain is just by looking at it, then the game is over. And you have successfully won Name That Stain.
So it is kind of starfish
Starship?
shaped. Jefferson Starship.
My boy's right.
We built this city.
He's all right, because I don't blame him. I mean, look at that stain. That is a
Rough.
gnarly looking stain. That is not the kind of thing. When you find that on a shirt that has been crumpled up in the corner, there's usually a story behind it.
And then it's shaped like a starship?
Yeah.
Knee deep in the hoopla.
All right, Dennys. Round one.
So it kind of looks like when you're eating a burrito and the napkin underneath starts absorbing some of the juice.
Yeah.
I mean, it is dark in texture and in color. It could be I'm guessing some sort of meat juice. If I had to guess.
Meat juice.
Okay, you're going to guess a meat juice, like from a steak or something?
Steak, beef.
Okay. All right.
Possibly
meat
pork.
Juice. That is incorrect.
I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. We move to phase 2 of Name the
I get to
Stain.
smell it, right?
Yeah.
But really explore it. Be a bloodhound-like.
Okay, I'll hand you the item. You can go over by your microphone and smell, because it's all you now. You can take it. Okay. What is that stain? He's always really getting his nose in there.
Just don't think about where it came from.
Yeah.
It's kind of a complex smell. I'm detecting multiple notes in this.
Okay. Feel it out, baby.
My crew here will judge if your answer is good enough to end the game. Name the stain. All right. Good whiff. What do you think?
So it's got a little back end of something skunky, not good.
That could be the shirt.
Funny you say back end.
And the fat guy that wore it.
It could be the shirt.
The back end's a little rough.
Focus on the stain.
If you only knew how rough.
Yeah. Ugh. What do you think you're smelling there?
It's got some sort of saucy smell.
Okay. Yeah, it could be it.
If I had to guess, darn, it's kind of like a barbecue-y mesquite smell.
Yep, you haven't got it right yet. Keep going.
Bird.
Barbecue sauce is the correct
Yay!
answer. All right. Yes.
You nailed it.
Very nice. There was no tasting the stain. Congratulations on that.
Good job,
The
kid.
back end smell, though,
Yeah.
it's kind of like an undercarriage.
It's definitely the shirt. The shirt's the main offender.
That thing.
It smells like deodorant, but old deodorant. Someone, this is worn.
It smells
Yeah.
like BO,
Yeah.
some sweat, and then
That should probably go to the garbage. Or if you want to really psych somebody out, just leave it where somebody could find that. The animals in here. What did they do? Well, you ever had a fight or a dispute and you sit back and you wonder, okay, how much of a jerk am I being in all this? Or am I just completely been done wrong and they just misunderstand me? You know, a lot of times, even if you go into a courtroom, they will actually rule and give percentages of blame, saying you're 70% wrong, you're 30% wrong. So if you ever have one of those fights, you can let us know. Am I being the jerk? And we'll let you know, yes, if you are, and maybe how big of a jerk you are being. We talked about this last week on the show, and Margot had sent us an email here about hers. We didn't get to her last week, so we got her on here today. So, Margot, tell me what is your situation here? You're wondering if you're the jerk. What exactly went down?
Hi. So I am wondering if I'm a jerk because I come from a really religious family. I'm 19 years old. I have an older sister who's 27, and my parents basically pay for everything in our lives. Like they're paying for my undergrad, they pay for her undergrad, her graduate school. Now they're paying for her PhD and the apartment that she lives in.
Wow.
And they're super, super strict. Like no talk of like religion, sex, politics, like in the house, like, you know, like drinking is like off limits, even though, I mean, I'm 19 and she's definitely of age to be drinking. So there was a picture circulating on a family friend's Facebook page of her with a drink in her hand. And she didn't look wasted or anything. It was just, you know, a drink in her hand. And my parents flipped. And to let her know that they were super serious about the no drinking rule, they just kind of like stopped providing for her.
Okay.
So she hasn't paid her last tuition bill, and they haven't paid her rent this month. So she's kind of like really stuck and wants me to come clean and be like, listen, like stand up for me, that kind of thing. But my problem is, am I being a jerk by not saying anything? Because if I'm saying that I'm defending her, am I outing myself too? And then neither of us are able to do anything.
Okay. So it sounds like your older sister wants you to talk about how you drink yourself when you're 19. So that would be not only on top of your parents not liking drinking, you would be drinking underage. And I guess maybe you would take some of the heat, and it's not just all on her.
Yeah.
And maybe
that's not really fair. I mean, why is she trying to put heat on you? This is something she's got to deal with. Now she wants you to get cut off. No.
Yeah, thank you. So that's how I feel. I mean, I do feel bad for her. It's like a horrible situation because she's of age. She's perfectly eligible to drink whenever she wants.
Wow.
But like, yeah, I'm torn because I don't want to out myself, but
yeah,
no. This is so shady of your sister to do this to you.
Yeah.
You need to say, look, I love you and I feel for you and I really want this to work out with our parents and hopefully they'll stop this plan of cutting you off. But it has nothing to do with me and what I do.
Right.
I was not dumb enough to get a picture with a drink in my hand up on Facebook.
I mean, this conversation's enough to make me drink.
Yeah.
I mean, this is her cross to bear.
Well, and the crazy, I mean, I come from a strict background, but I don't know that I know of any parents that are so strict that if they saw somebody of age, one of their kids, having a drink on a Facebook page, that they would cut them off.
If they were super, super strict and religious and they were paying for it, I could see it happening, but it's more of a rarity to be that extreme.
Gosh, and so, yeah, I just don't know what it would accomplish. Like what? They're going to say, oh, well, then apparently everybody drinks, and we're sorry, that was too much. Going ahead and we overreacted. We're the ones who are off. I don't think the parents are going to react that way.
You need to tell her that she needs to go have a sit down with your parents and deal with this and talk to them and try to work it out with them, but it has nothing to do with you. So for her trying to bring you in on it, it's just cruel. It really is.
Okay, you're invested with drink, and you got Virginia fired.
Virginia's like, what?
She's had enough.
Yeah.
I mean, you're 19. Yeah, you shouldn't be drinking, but you haven't done anything to get busted yet. If she busts you just because misery loves company, your sister is a B.
When she's putting weight on you about how, you need to stand up for me. Like, wait, what do you mean?
Don't make her mad because then she will out you. But you just want to lovingly tell her, look, I want you and mom and dad to fix this by talking to each other. But please don't bring me into this.
But if the parents are paying and those are the rules, then you need to get off from underneath your parents and then paying for everything and then, pay for your own stuff and then you can drink whenever you want.
Yeah.
How far is she from getting her PhD?
She's like a year away, so she's got a little while to go, like a decent amount of time to go where she can't like have a full-time job because she's, in school all the time and that kind of thing. So like it's a tricky situation because she's really in a touchy spot. But at the same time, like if I get busted, like they're gonna come down on me 10 times harder because there's illegality involved, So like
it's going to be way worse for you.
I would recommend anytime you drink in a costume. And then that way, if somebody sneaks a photo on a social media page, you can be going, "That's not me." But
Or always put it in a Burger King cup.
Yeah, that's the other
that's
thing.
one thing too. Yeah, labels.
There's ways to, how do you know they're drinking unless there's a label out there? But if it's a red Solo cup, I swear, Mom, it was just Kool-Aid.
Boy, but be happy your sister's the one that got busted. I mean, because if they're that upset about your older sister who is of age to drink, imagine, how they would do that with you. So it's almost like, I guess it kind of worked out in your favor. But I would not rule her being a jerk here, Virginia.
Beg her to not include you.
Yeah.
Don't call her a jerk. Be sweet to her, but beg her not to include you in all of her drama.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like a good play. All right. Well, thank you for the email, Margot. Got another one here from somebody that wants to remain anonymous. Am I a jerk? It says, I met this guy on a dating app, and we've been chatting on there the last few weeks. The first night, I gave him my cell number, and he sent me a text message around midnight that says, "What are you wearing?"
That's his opener, huh?
Apparently, as soon as he gets the digits, that's how he responds.
Okay, blocked.
She said, I was so annoyed. I responded by telling him that I don't have those conversations with a man unless we are in a relationship. Then I told him to be a gentleman or move on to a woman who did not require that. Did I overreact, and am I a jerk?
No. You're not a jerk, and you did not overreact. That's way inappropriate. For the first thing he sends you is, "What are you wearing?"
Look, if you're... It bothers you. This is the beginning. You gotta
Set
let
the
people,
boundaries.
Absolutely.
Yep. Set the
Just
boundaries
be
early.
glad you found out early.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Is anyone curious, though, on what she was wearing? Just kidding.
Yeah, now that she threw it out there, yeah.
Just kidding, sort of.
The way she's responding, I would guess conservative.
She don't play, and she's not
She
going to
don't
tell
play.
you either.
She ain't gonna tell us.
You're right. We're asking about the human resource, and I'm just kind of curious because, the workplace has changed for a lot of people. Our workplace looks different.
Yes,
And-
they kicked everybody out.
Yeah.
There's no managers. There's no salespeople. There's no promotions people.
Yeah, and without people, I wondered if it's easier on human resource directors. I just got a text. Somebody said, my mom is working her butt off as an HR director, and every time somebody gets sick, she has to inform the company and all the employees. So she's working from 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. at night.
Oh, my.
So there you go. So apparently it's not an easier era for the human resources director. So remembering back to a more bizarre time, all the things they would have to deal with before they're reporting coronavirus cases, what is the weirdest things human resource directors have ever seen? A couple interesting stories here. One says a guy called to ask if his name could not be on the board. The reason, his twin brother had murdered his parents and he didn't want to be reminded of his birthday.
Oh.
Damn.
Wow.
Well, that's a sad one.
Okay. Somebody said, I got a call from our office in India that staff who supported the night shift were running a brothel from the office. They didn't know they couldn't do that. Still fired.
We didn't know.
We can't?
Wait. So you mean we can't run a whorehouse in here? That's so odd.
That's amazing.
I never would have known that.
That's not in the employee handbook.
Hey, what kind of conversation does HR have with those employees, guys? Brothel?
Sit them down and be like, are you that dumb?
Because I've had to sit down with HR before, and there's a whole approach with it, and they have to ask you the questions. And
Yeah. What was the incident over?
when I worked at a golf course, I was driving that golf cart, and I was playing that game. How far can I drive without opening my eyes? And I wrapped the cart around a tree.
Seems safe.
And I panicked, but lucky for me, there was this no-eared cat that would always hide behind the marina, and it would dart in front of the cart sometimes.
Yeah.
So I tried to start the cart back up and go, oh crap, this thing is trash. So I had to walk all the way back to the golf place. And they go, what happened to the cart? I go, you're not going to believe it. That earless cat darted right out in front of me. Only move I had was to hit a tree. They go, you're going to go get drug tested. And they sent me to go get drug tested.
They said, you know what? You're right. We don't believe it.
Yeah, I remember the HR.
You passed?
The HR woman looked at me like I was insane. I remember my boss at the time goes, I have to go down with you just to see their face when when you talk about this earless cat. Of course, I wasn't getting high cleaning bags.
Look, the question had to be asked. I'm a journalist.
That was everyone else that worked there.
Somebody else said that I caught a site manager with like 50-plus pairs of panties hidden all over his office in Ziploc bags.
All right.
Oh, my.
What are we doing?
There were multiple sex toys and over $100K in cash stuffed in ceiling tiles.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Was he embezzling?
I don't know exactly what was going on. I just said it took a while to unravel all that.
Yeah. $100K in the ceiling?
There's definitely a good story behind it, though.
That's a great story.
It's definitely involving some kind of like a drug lord and a lover.
Think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
Juicy.
Another one said the maintenance guy had been living up above the ceiling of the apartment building where I worked. He had built a little cubby living area with electricity and a small fridge. And also, he was caught filming people while they would sleep. Oh, come on now.
I was feeling bad for him when you told me he was homeless and made a cubby. But you can't film people while they sleep, you creep.
Well, now you know why he's making a cubby.
Yeah.
To film people sleeping.
It's a convenience cubby.
Yeah. That is not going to cut it.
I'm kind of shocked how many people hide out in closets and in ceilings, and people have no idea that they're in there for days on end.
That's horrifying.
There's more than one story out there about that kind of stuff.
People want to do it. So there you go. Got nowhere to go, and we go to the ceiling.
I have a closet. Someone could live in there for a month, and I would never know. Definitely.
Is that a challenge?
I don't think you got the nards to do it.
I'll outsource it. I'll find a shoeless guy up on 45th Street. I'll tell him I got a real nice place.
This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
Well, going to be kind of interesting. It's a weird era, but you think about air travel and flying. Spirit Airlines and JetBlue are both saying that they are seeing a spike in air travel.
Really?
That apparently people are starting to buy tickets again and travel abroad.
Well, I mean, it does. You kind of. I mean, can't you kind of feel it too when you go outside? That
Yeah.
some more people are going out.
You're right. I did. I drove through Abacoa, and I couldn't believe how many people were just walking around.
Well, there was a good 2-week time period when I was driving like in Palm Beach Gardens, and there was not much traffic. I'm, oh, this is nice.
Yeah.
It's not like that now.
Right. And I guess it's getting to the point, too, where people who just got to get somewhere, they're finally like, I got to get there. I don't know. I got to take a chance at it.
There's a lot of things that are coming up that you don't even realize that some people have to kind of be a part of.
Well, you put everything on hold, but there's some stuff that you do eventually have to hit the pause button again on and go, okay, I got to just do this.
Yeah.
Whatever this was.
I don't love it, but it's got to happen. So I know my son Colin, he's going to be on, I'm not sure what airline he's taking, but he's flying home something like Sunday or Monday or sometime around then. So.
Really?
I mean,
yeah.
My dad's not at a point where he wants to come down and visit. He knows he can't because of his age and all the travel stuff. But
Yeah.
he's itching to get out. He wants to. Look, can't stop Randy P.
No. Good
Tell
luck.
him to road trip.
Good luck.
Oh, does that count for Virginia law? Is my dad allowed to come over? Or do I have to tell my dad along with my friends that he can't come over either?
By the time he gets here, they'll probably have loosened restrictions.
Yeah,
It's a long drive.
My dad's a former trucker. He'd be here real quick.
He would,
Oh, he
huh?
knows the roads real well. I'm not like my dad. He knows about roads.
Yeah.
He knows how to drive.
He knows he's a good driver, huh?
Why didn't he teach you?
I got my mom's stuff. My mom never drove. I got a lot of my mom's traits.
Yeah, so it'll be kind of interesting. I know with my son, he is going to be, flying home because he's done with school and everything's, and roommates are leaving and, it's time because being a college student, they turn over houses and all that kind of stuff with rent and they do it like year to year. So, at a certain point, you got to finally leave where you're staying. And so, yeah, he's going to fly to South Florida, and then he is going to quarantine with his sister for a couple of weeks down there and just try to see what happens. So
Yeah, don't have him around Grandma and Grandpa just yet.
Yeah.
Make him stay someplace for a couple of weeks. What if he picks up something on the airplane or at the TSA or any of that?
Yeah, that's what we're doing. He's going to quarantine for a couple of weeks with his sister in Boca and stay there and just make sure he's all good. So, we'll see. But I thought it was interesting. More and more people are starting to fly now. So what that'll be like, who knows?
If you're not scared, the prices are right.
Are they?
Yeah, it's like super cheap right now.
Yeah, I thought I had seen a story though. They said that some of the places the rates are starting to go back up again
Really?
because they got that money from the government and it bailed them out, and then they're like, screw it, we're going ahead and charge regular rates.
I mean, someone who doesn't know much about traveling, you say something like that, I'm thinking I can buy a ticket to Oregon for $30 right now.
My sister bought tickets. She wants to travel in August. So she bought tickets last month. And I want to say they were like $35 round trip each flight.
I would think that's crazy. I would still think they're cheaper. Despite the story
it was like some insane price. And I was like, well, you know what? Even if you don't go anywhere in August like you were planning to, it's not that big of a loss.
I think when my son was looking at the tickets were ridiculously cheap, like something insane. So, yeah, I think that more often than not, you'll still get good rates. Did you see where Frontier Airlines, they were going to charge people $39 to have the seat in the middle empty? You could pay extra if you didn't want somebody sitting there.
Yeah.
And people are like going, so you're going to make people pay for peace of mind
and safety.
And apparently it started to be a backlash, and the Frontier Airlines CEO had to come out and be like, okay, we recognize the concerns raised that we're profiting from safety, and we don't want to have that kind of image. And so
we're just kidding.
Yeah.
We're just messing about.
Yeah, that was, no, come on, guys. Don't you take a joke already.
Kidding.
Yeah, just kidding. We're not really going to do that. Well, we got a birthday after the show podcast coming up here for Jbird, whose birthday is on Sunday, Mother's Day. Yeah, so we're going to be turning it up.
You know it.
Yeah. It's crazy.
You going to drink on the podcast?
I don't know. You can take me home?
Sure.
All right.
I got you, big boy. Come on, man.
All right.
I mean, you got all kind of offers rolling in.
You got that donut onesie on. We might just keep it going. Who knows?
Oh, you couldn't handle this. You could not handle this plus-size model.
She's a curvy girl. But hey.
Right now,
fun, though.
I'm a curvy girl in the front.
Yeah.
I mean, the stomach. Okay. That's the curvy part. Stop talking, Jason. I meant to say.
Somebody's getting all excited for the podcast.
I have curves in my belly is what I meant.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, boy. This is going to be fun, isn't it?
Did you hire me to get on the show because I couldn't talk? Was that?
It's all part of the package.
He's having a moment of realization.
It's all part of the package. It's his birthday. That's what we do. We reflect. Okay, that's going to be happening live on Facebook and also on YouTube. Just about maybe 10, 15 minutes from now, you can dial it in live or see it anytime on demand. Listen on the podcast app as well. Jbird, before we get to that, if you'd wrap it all up with our thought for the day, my friend.
You guys threw me such a nice party for my birthday weekend, so I dedicate this thought to y'all as my friends.
Aww.
In the cookie of life, friends are chocolate chips, and y'all are my chocolate chips.
Wow. Okay.
Thank you, Bird.
How about that? It's talking about sugar. Yeah.
Happy birthday, sugar.